I thought that I would call this the recommitting to yourself, because we are entering a new quarter. Because I wanted to put more in-depth reflection questions in it, I was going to get you guys to do it ASAP, but because it kind of can serve as a check-in, I'm going to be putting this form towards the end of the week. And you can go in and out because it should auto-save your responses. It should. But I do want your email addresses and your birthday months and dates, because I want to put that into my little spreadsheet. And we'll start it off with wins, and then there's some other questions. It's quite long. Not really, but it can be. But yeah. So fill this in for me. Yes, this is going to help with the group calls that I want to schedule. And in having your emails, it's going to help a lot. When I run them, they will typically be for the American people. It will typically be on Friday night, unless you guys can do Thursday nights. But it really depends on who's able to show up, because if any Australians can't show up or can show up on a Friday morning, I can run it on a Friday morning instead and do the Thursday evening, Friday evening. But I really just wanted to get your thoughts in this stuff, because I feel like we never actually stop to reflect to realize that there's so much in our goals that have evolved, and sometimes we don't want to look at them or don't want to let them evolve in the way that they could naturally blossom, because it's like a fear of, okay, but that means I'm letting go of this, but what happens if this? I'm scared that this will happen, but it's letting them evolve that actually allows you to continue growing, because there's no growing without that. And the only reason they're evolving is because we realize that the way that we once thought of things isn't the way it actually is. If anyone has an idea of how they would perceive this post, I was thinking of doing something along the lines of making something look like it's correct, but I'm flipped upside down doing it. So kind of like on my head. And it's like, well, no, this is the right way to do things. It is the right way to do things, but you just need to shift your perspective and then you'll see it, kind of thing. It's like it's a message. I had it highlighted somewhere, but I just think that, yeah, I did go into a lot of depth on it in a rant, and then I deleted it because then it just became this thing around colored glasses. But you can be looking at the same situation in blue glasses, purple glasses, red glasses, and everyone has a different experience. It's like, do you want to be the one that's miserable in the same environment, knowing that that environment is something that you're going to have to live in for life, and that over time, things aren't cost-free. Everything costs. Because you've been in that environment for so long and your feels around it are negative, that's going to play a toll. And it actually, there's no such thing as staying still. I don't believe in maintenance. You're either moving upwards slightly or moving downwards slightly, because it's not always something that we can see as a physical manifestation. But yeah, anyway, that's what this is for. I'm really excited. You don't have to join the group call. It's just going to help me coach you more. Like, it's going to help me coach you better as well. And I want to be a better coach for you guys too. So, yeah. And I want to do some educational stuff within this. And, yeah. Anything else, just let me know. And have a great start to the week. And if I don't get your check-ins to you on Mondays, you'll always get them on Tuesdays, as you guys know, because I'm splitting them up. And we'll go from there. But I do want to say, this is probably worth noting, most people don't really have all that many habits that they want to create and continue. we really don't over the span of time. It's usually the 20% that gives us the 80%. So if we figure out the big needle movers and not try to master them all at once, but realize, okay, well, this quarter we can master this thing. I wish I knew this years ago, because I would be so far ahead, and it's like, oh, well, I'm too late now, so I have to just make up for it now, and then I will spread it out later. It's like, no, that doesn't work. But if you focus on like one thing for one block, just don't let the others fall, unless it's a rubber ball and it can just bounce around and nothing bad's gonna happen. But if it's glass, just don't let it fall. But let the others bounce around, focus on the one thing, get that one thing to a good enough standard, then you can add in like a slight variation of a slight like oomph of something, and then that main thing will start to compound and compound if you keep focusing on that one main thing, and then the other one will start to grow with it as you start to focus on it. But yeah, that's just something I think it could benefit a lot of us, and it's something that I need a lot of reminding of too. And also, I don't know what I don't know. So if you're going through a hard period right now and you need scaling back things, I don't know that. There are also, like, I would love to put more questions into the check-in sometimes, but who's got the time for that? If there is anything that is popping up, which is what a lot of the questions should cover, let me know, because we can scale back. If you can only make 3 sessions a week, we can work that out. If you rather do 5 sessions a week and they're half the time, we can do that and make them shorter. Voila. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon.